do you think we are?
Bless your heart.
NRATV is a relatively new online platform for the nation's foremost gun rights organization to disseminate its views from gun safety to gun culture to, most crucially, the politics of gun ownership, especially around large mass casualty events. What you saw happen almost immediately after the Florida shooting was N.R.A. hosts on NRATV talking about how the mainstream media was lying to you about the role of the N.R.A. in the shooting.
The headlines are nothing short of despicable. Look at this one. Trained by the N.R.A., writes the Daily News.
Essentially, what's played out on NRATV is a political campaign to stifle any efforts at rewriting gun laws before they get off the ground.
But no new law would have stopped this monster, that's a fact. We need more good guys with guns around because seconds count in these situations.
You want to protect our kids or not? Or you want to jerk around?
Interestingly, a lot of the stories that they cover have nothing to do with guns at all.
Dana, phony fake frauds are what I call the leaders of these women's marches.
It's an exclusive little clique of far-left Sharia apologists who are...
If what the NRA is doing with NRATV is trying to reach as broad an audience possible, then they need to make their programming tailored to issues that aren't as specific and niche as guns.
Partisanship. To those who bring bias and propaganda to CNN, The Washington Post, and The New York Times, your time is running out.
You put the lies of Colin Kaepernick on a pedestal. You celebrate his hatred of our police.
It's going to be political. It's going to be entertainment.
We're here. This is it, the big final test.
It's going to be informative. Sometimes a mix of all of those things. So one example is this show called N.R.A, which is hosted by a former Navy SEAL named Dom, who shows you various techniques at fighting off bad guys with your pistol. But then, of course, it's also highly politically and racially charged. You have the element of crime, in this case perpetrated by an African-American man against a white woman.
No, and I would never tell a law-abiding citizen to outsource their personal safety to the government anyway. Look,
you know, the NRA wouldn't talk to us on the record for this story, so it's hard to know what its reach with NRATV really is. There's a big potential to reach a lot of people here.
Bring it to football games. Wave it proudly. If people take a knee, drown out their disrespect with a unified roaring chant of USA, USA.